Hume is often called, and I think appropriately, a moderate skeptic. So he doesn't think that we know nothing at all. He just doesn't think we know anything that's not founded on experience, as I mentioned, because he thinks these forms of skepticism we can't ever get out of. So he thinks Descartes at the end of the first meditation, he can't get out of that doubt. He's already gone down the rabbit hole. There's no way for Descartes to get out of that. So Hume thinks a more appropriate position is to be a moderate skeptic. Okay, so he thinks what the way that we should talk about knowledge and its sources is to separate the kinds of things that we claim to know. So Hume thinks there are matters of fact and relations of ideas. Matters of fact, like Mars is the fourth planet from the sun, those are contingent truths, right? Contingent because we have to discover it, we have to observe it, and it could have been otherwise, right? It could have been the case that Mars was the eighth planet from the sun, but it just so happens that it's the fourth planet from the sun, right? And that piece of knowledge is true or false because of the way the world or the universe actually is, right? For example, I know that Obama was president, or the 44th president. Is it possible that Obama wasn't president? Absolutely, right? Mitt Romney could have won in 2012, or John McCain, right? But that's the way things happened, but it could have been otherwise. So that's a matter of fact based on the way the world really is. And then we also have knowledge of what he calls relations of ideas. These are necessary truths, like all bachelors are unmarried men, or 2 + 2 = 4, because these are just true by definition, right? It's not like those are facts about the world. Those are just, we take the idea of bachelor and we know that the idea of bachelor means unmarried man. It's not, there's nothing, there's no bachelor out in the world. That's just a human construct about language that's true by definition, right? So Hume thinks all knowledge can essentially be delineated through one of these two groups, and matters of fact, we know this stuff from experience, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to skip over this. Feel free to pause it here. I don't need to go too into detail about Hume, how Hume talks about this process, but again, I think I've already captured the main essence of Hume. All things, all pieces of knowledge that we have, Hume thinks, and again, this is a precursor to cognitive science, come from experience or relations of ideas, but it's mostly experience. So I'm going to skip over this too. Okay. One thing that Hume talks about that is very interesting and had a big influence on subsequent science was his criticism of not only cause and effect, because he thought that we never observe cause and effect. We just see like one billiard ball hitting another billiard ball and saying things like, this ball causes this ball to move. We never actually observe the cause and effect. We just have the habit of expecting them to occur together in the future. So it really makes scientists after Hume think about what we mean by causation very interestingly.